Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam the Boy Scout. I'm going to teach you how to build a fire. How about that? So, I guess to start off with it, let's go find some kindling. So, luckily, when we bought this new house that we're at, came with a nice supply of firewood, along with kindling. So, it's probably wet. The snow is melting, all that right now. So, anyways, when you start gathering wood, the first thing that you want to do, this is a weird angle, isn't it? There we go. Is gather these very fine, tiny little sticks here. There's a whole bunch of them. Well, this is more so grass. It's thorn. I'm gonna basically just break them off. I think this is actually, well, it'll work the same. All right, so break off a lot of these sticks, and the thing is, you want lots of them. The trick is get more firewood than you'll actually need, especially kindling when you're starting off the fire, because that stuff goes insanely quick. All right, let's see. All right, so I've grabbed the small kindling, and now it's time for round two. Fight! Ding ding!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So basically, what you're wanting is thicker, a sturdier branch. It's sort of like this. If it's a little thicker, then the good. Basically just building up in size as you go on. Starts with the small, then it goes medium, then big, then log, sort of thing. So, just gonna break these off here, and it's the same concept as before. Grab more than what you'll think you'll actually need. So, I'm gonna turn this off and get back to you later.
Eventually.
So, I've gathered my firewood. I mean, not gonna be a cooking campfire. I'm just burning some other wood. That's all. So now we are at the lighting phase. Now, nothing I'm gonna be using today. So I'm gonna be using the ferro rod. This along with dryer lint. Now, what makes dryer lint special? Maybe I should move over. I don't know if you can see me. All right. So what makes dryer lint special is that when you separate the fibers, much like jute that I have here, or jute, when you separate the fibers, they're very fine, and air can move easily through them. One of the key components for fire. And so, one. Now, the other way, or one other way, is using flint and steel. And I also want to make this very clear. This is not a flint and steel. This is a flint and steel. There. And I guess I'm digressing a bit here. When I tried looking for more flint to buy, bigger pieces, all that stuff, I looked up flint, and all I got was a whole bunch of pictures, or not pictures, a whole bunch of websites and links to ferro rods, like this here. Now, you know what? Let's see. Let me gather my thoughts. And I'll explain another day. Never mind. Okay. So the process of metal striking off the very fine flakes that come off, those oxidize in the air very rapidly, and that is what gives its spark. Let's see. There we go. Oh, let me get to it. Alright. Now, with let's see if I can. Not sure if this is sharp enough. I'll probably just use a different piece. But basically, the thing is, hold the flint between. It's sort of like you're holding a slingshot band. Have your thumb, have your middle joint here of your finger. Sort of pinch it like that. This specific pattern of striker is called a monkey's tail. I mean, I'm sure that you can see why. It sort of look like a monkey's tail. So, what you're basically doing, I'm going to grab a different piece of flint, is that you're scraping metal off. And that oxidizes into, well, a spark. The same concept as the ferro rod, but a little bit different. The sparks that come off of iron, well, I mean, I forget if this is iron or not, but it is very low heat, and so it requires charred cloth. And so basically it's charcoal, but instead of wood, it's using its cloth. And it has very, very low burning point, which is great for catching the sparks from the steel, or iron, or whatever it's called. Whereas with the ferro rod, when you strike it, it burns incredibly hot. So I was able to find another piece of flint that I can use. Here, just a closer point of view. So basically, like I said, pinching it. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. See, I hope that picked up on the video. Oh yeah, basically what is happening. So, I'm losing daylight, so, well, I guess also filming light, whatever. So, I'm going to get started here. So, here's a trick that I learned from my scout leader. So you're basically going to put indents in your ferro rod, and so that sort of acts as a stopper, and that force, when you scrape, it'll catch, and yeah, you sort of, I think you get the gist of it. This isn't a necessary step per se. This gets the job done a little more efficient. And now, here's the really cool part. If you scrape off some of the ferrocerium before you do the quick strike, when you do the quick strike, that spark will land on the shavings, and it'll light up like sort of like gunpowder. It's really cool. Or like those sparklers that you see on the 4th of July. So let's. So now, make sure that you have all this ready. Now, let's light it. Come on.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So,
Fight!
with some grass, dried grass. Maybe that'll light it. I don't know, I think that the ground is just wet. Either that or I just didn't have enough kindling. Like I said, get more than you'll actually need. And I guess I was feeling rushed by the very low amount of daylight, so yeah. Let's see here. So, here's the thing. Stuff doesn't always work out. Right?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Stuff is not always going to work out. Nobody said life was ever easy, especially with fire building. Now, I'm going to come back to this another day, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, whenever, and I am going to start you a fire. I'm going to teach you how to do one. I have learned from failure. You have learned from my failure. Make sure your wood is dry, or at least as dry as it could be. Because, well, if you look around the yard here, still snow on the ground. It was 50 odd degrees today, and so melting. But yeah. And we also learned to have enough kindling, because I obviously did not have enough kindling, or at least enough that I should have had. And so I guess for right now I'm going to leave you with this. Well, what I just said. Nothing is ever easy. And don't ever give up. Like, yes, my fire went out, and that was due to my own fault, along with how the ground was still, well, wet. But yes, I am not going to give up. I'm going to build another fire, probably a couple others. I will film me doing so, and I will post it on your YouTube. So, or on here, not your, whatever. And so, yes. Thank you all. And I really do appreciate you coming and checking out my channel. The 53 of you, 53 subscribers, I think. But yes, thank you so much. I cannot express my gratitude and everything enough. Thank you so much. And, well, take care, everybody. Thanks for popping in.